Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. At Vocalo Studio, speaking through your stereo. I'm feeling like Heavy Crown. Let me stop, man. This Vocalo
I'm like,
Radio.
hold on, what you trying to do?
Vocalo Radio.
I was like,
Bam, 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 bam. It's Vocalo Radio 91.1 FM, Chicago's only NPR music station. I'm your host, Bekoe, the illest, coming through your stereo. And previously, you heard a new joint, man, from the homie Jay Wood. It was called Instinct. It's off his latest EP, Nowhere Fast. And guess who's in the building with me? If you guess Jay Wood, you're absolutely right.
hey,
How you feeling, my brother?
It's a beautiful day, man. The sun came out. I'm chilling. How you feel?
Hey, you ain't lying. The sun did come out. It's out there.
Because we had some darker days.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
and I will say I'm doing great, man. It's actually, I forgot my anniversary, Chicago. I forgot, y'all. My anniversary was yesterday. 4th year anniversary. So I'm going to give myself a round of applause. Let me 4 years on this mic here. Four of them.
Yeah. That boy a senior.
Yeah, and you are actually going to be my last convo of the year, my brother.
Oh, my honor.
Yeah, Yeah. I had to say the best for last, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know how we do?
Now, recently, I missed out. I missed out. I wanted to be there. Unfortunately, this season is a lot of people catching colds and things of that nature, and I was people. But you had if I'm not mistaken, a recent headliner at Schubas. What was that? Your debut headliner?
Yeah, that was my first official headliner. Sold out. Yeah.
What?
Let's talk about it.
So your debut headliner, it sold out. What was that feeling like? Was you shy at all? Was you nervous? Was it just a relief?
Honestly, a relief. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize the planning it takes to make something like that happen. So for me, from like May to November 30th, I was anxious.
Wait, you said that again? From May?
From May to November 30th, I was anxious.
Wow.
Planning, just make sure everything running smooth. During Kalia's set, I snuck out. So I want to see what the crowd looked like. Threw my hood on. I was like, slide with me. I step in the room. I can't even step in. I was like, all right, yeah, we decent.
It's real when you in Schubas, and you got to be careful when you open that door.
And they get a little hot.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're going to talk about it getting hot because you like to take your shirts off and stuff like that. You know what
I mean.
Definitely going to tap into that in a second. But, what for those that may not know, what were some of the challenges you faced, even putting together your debut headliner as an independent artist?
Right. I think I spoke about this a little bit on TikTok. So if you're on my TikTok, you know. But for real, it's just about, it's a risk, right? Like, it is a business at the end of the day, and you are betting on yourself that, so it's not just about me putting on a show and, being my best self, and then my band being their best self, and my openers being their best self. It's also, Schubas got to take care of their people, too.
Yeah.
We ain't in the backyard, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got to eat, so I think that, for me, was, providing the most anxiety initially, but we hooped. We was hooping.
Balling?
Yeah, we was hooping, yeah.
Balled out. After the performance, did anybody, give you the roses you wanted to hear that? Of course, everybody, but was there a specific type of person that may have came to you and said something that made you, or even a certain part within an event that made you realize, yep, I am on the right path to where I want to be?
Honestly, I think the self-realization for me was when I first snuck out, because it's not often you see a packed out show for the first opener. People usually you straggle in late, you get there when you get there. We was 8 o'clock on the dot, packed house. So I was like, all right, we doing something right.
They wasn't on Ghana time.
No. They wasn't on Ghana time. Nah. And then also just wait, what was the question again?
You pretty much said it already. It was is there anything that happened?
Oh, someone actually gave me flowers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the show, one of the homies, Jalen, photographer, amazing photographer, he put me to the side and was just like, hey, bro, this is one of them. This is special. I want to give you your flowers or you can smell them. Bouquet. Yeah?
Did you smell them?
A little bit. I got a pollen allergy, so I had to, Had to take it in stride. But nah, it was definitely a beautiful moment. I think that night, for anyone who hasn't seen me performed, was just like, yeah, he next.
Bro, got it.
Yeah.
Man, you got it on it. Come on, you got it on the bars, man. And I can't wait to get into some of this music. But I want to keep it here right now because you performed alongside artists like Maria Isabel, Easy Life, and Pale. Like, how have they influenced your own stage presence, and what have you learned from those past opportunities?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm going to answer this question by diverting it and then bringing it back.
Okay.
All right, boom. So you know I got into Harvard on some rap situations. One of our speakers was Saba, right? Me and Saba was speaking about it, or talking about it, I should say. And I was just kind of like peeping his, you know what I'm saying, his mindset. He was like, bro, I'm still a student of the game. And I was like, okay, so you really never stop learning, you know? And then I just basically take that mindset with everything. Like when I go to a concert and see when someone perform, I'm always taking notes. When I opened up for Maria Isabel, I was just kind of peeping like how she carried herself. Same with Pale, like Pale's a homie, Easy Life. Also the way the crowd reacts to them. You know, I feel like what makes a good DJ is DJs understand their audience. You got to peep what kind of songs make certain people move certain ways. So I was just peeping how, especially with Easy Life, like how they do a certain call and response or like a certain, you know, energy just kind of coming out stage looking a certain way. And the crowd. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna add that to my playbook, you know? And I really do that every show I go to. I never feel like I'm in a spot of not learning, you know?
Dang,
Yeah.
man. I wish I was there. I wanted to be there so bad.
Oh, we got a recap coming. Don't even trip.
Good.
Yeah,
At least
we got some content.
Now, I saw social media. I was stalking, okay?
Yeah.
I was stalking the socials. Because, you know, after it was a lot of pictures going up, it was some visuals going up. So I got to see what I got to see, but I really wanted to see things in person. And, unfortunately, I'm happy that you're here at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
You linked up with Sanite, right?
Yeah, that's the homie.
Sanite been making some power moves, man. And
Talk about it.
I see so many people are in tune with her. Like, how did you even get in tune with Sanite?
Man, I can't even remember how we met.
Just probably at a spot.
You know how Chicago is, bro. Like, we all one community. But with Sanite, it's really an energy thing. You can't fake energy. And I think that's why people are so, like, she's magnetic, you know? It's impossible to be like, hey, we can't do a song. Like, it's like, hey, G, we got to get in the studio. And then even, like, I had made Best Friend, and I was like, I need a female vocalist on this. And I was just thinking, like, who I know. I was like, bro, Sanite. Hit her. She was like, yeah, I got you, gang. Pull up to the studio, vibes, energy, you know what I'm saying? And she's also really funny because she's very serious when everybody wants to joke, and she's very jokey when everybody wants to be serious. But it keeps the vibes, like, you know, lively. So, yeah, shout out to Sanite.
Hey, here's Best Friend off of Jay Wood's Nowhere Fast EP right here on Vocalo Radio.
Yes, ma'am, yes, indeed. I'm the man on campus, so you're checking in with me. Aiming for the sky, something like a deputy. Shining like a star, now you gotta bless the feet. Wet behind the ears, there was no fear in my eyes, son. Some play ball, I drop the bars like Verizon.
And I still got my special guest, Jay Wood, in the building with me. And before the break, you know, we was chopping it up about his debut headliner that took place in November at Schubas. Sold that thing out. Did some things on that stage that's going to be a memory forever to come. I feel like Schubas be having some of the best debut headliners.
Nah, we was just talking about this, bro. It's a staple.
Yeah.
It's almost like a write-up, like you gotta get Schubas jumping. Step one. All right, boom. Then you know it's one of them.
It is. My very first time ever going to Schubas was Smino's headliner.
Crazy.
That was my first time going there, and then from there I've been just popping in.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely right.
I felt like my first was Femdots.
Femdot?
Yeah.
Dang,
maybe like
Femdot
2018.
Yeah, about around that
Something
time.
like that, yeah.
Because next it was, I think he did Lincoln.
Then he did Lincoln Hall after that.
And then he did Bottom Lounge, and then from Bottom Lounge down, yeah, see?
Rite of passage.
See?
You feel me?
So you picked the right place, and you know, I wanted to talk a little bit about after your performance because I told you I saw some things on social, right?
Yeah.
I was seeing people grill you about getting your style from 50 Cent. If 50 was to reach out to you, though, could we see you join G-Unit, man?
Man, I would definitely put a G-Unit chain on. I need the chain. I need the tank top. I need the Reebok sneakers. Matter of fact, I low-key already been shopping for him. So Nah, yeah, but 50 definitely a huge influence, inspiration. It's funny, G, like, my pops, he had a clean version of Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
So, I mean, he listened to, like, very, like, vulgar rap, but that was the only rap he played around me as a shorty. So that was really my introduction to rap music was Get Rich or Die Trying for years. For years.
Many men
Bro, what?
wish death for... Well, what was your...
Come on.
Do you have a favorite record off of Get Rich or Die Trying?
It's not going to be the hits, but it's like, I got to make it to heaven. Going through, yeah. And then Heat with the whole beat is just the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Remember.
That's crazy. That's insane.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, 50, come find your boy. Put him in power or something.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Bring the power over here. Well, we do got Force. We got Force with
We
Tommy.
got Force.
So hopefully, we can force the issue and get you up on that, man.
We can get in the weight room. What's up, 50? Come on.
Now, since we're talking about fashion, because you were saying, how you get the Reeboks, the tank top, you know what I'm saying? This year, I feel like was another amazing year for you as well because you were part of a few fashion campaigns.
A few. Yeah, let's talk about it.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't quote me now. Did you do a campaign with Champs? I could be wrong.
Technically, I did Finish Line.
There we go.
But because Finish Line, I also have done Champs, Converse, Nike, Adidas. Like, that's all under Finish Lines.
Say it again for the listeners.
Converse, New Balance, Nike, Adidas, Jordan, Timberland.
I know your closet is off the chain. I mean, you're fresh today.
I do what I can. It's just a humble day.
I mean, so these are two different careers. You know what I'm saying? You got the music career, you got the modeling career.
Mm-hmm.
What's the differences between the two, or do you still kind of like maneuver the same way when it comes to, your modeling and your music?
I think the only difference for me is I never wanted to be a model. I kind of just like...
Fell into it?
Yeah, and I was like, this is decent.
What?
I can do this. Yeah, I never like grew up like, oh yeah, I'm a da-da-da-da. No, I want to be a rapper. But honestly, it's kind of the same skill sets, and I can take things I've learned in one area and like make me stand out over here, and I can take things I learned here and make me stand out over here. So I feel like it's working together for me, So, okay, what's the same? What's the same component that, you utilize for both? People skills.
Gotcha.
You think about it like, all right, like when I was shooting with Nike, bro, you got to get there at 8 a.m. and you shooting pictures till 4:30 p.m., 5 o'clock. No one wants to be on set with someone with bad vibes. No. Or someone that's just like not funny or like just not fun to be around. Like you got to know how to, you know what I'm saying? Talk that talk, make people feel good, Woo, woo, woo.
Ooh, I've always wanted to ask model this. When you're modeling specific linens and shoes and stuff, is it just for the shoot or do you actually get to keep some of the stuff?
It depends. It depends. It's also kind of like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it just depends. But I ain't gonna like for some companies, they need that back for sure.
Like, yeah, we gotta sell that.
Like they take the socks back. They be like, yeah, we need that.
The socks though?
Yeah, gang. I ain't gonna fake it. Yeah,
the socks?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But sometimes it'd be like,
what? Keep the socks, give me the shirt and the pants back. The socks.
I'm telling you.
That's like, all right, we gave you those draws to model. We need them back.
Now, I ain't did no draw modeling, so, luckily I've been able to keep that. But I definitely had to get some socks back before, for sure.
Fun fact, I would love to be a boxer brief model, but I got to get this gut going first, yes.
I mean, I feel like it's a market. It depends. See, that's why I learned modeling. Mm-hmm. It's a market for everything. Like, they be needing people for the Home Depot type situations, the woo-woo-woo. Mm-hmm. So, you can find you in your pop's bag. Like, I'm a dad model.
Do that. I think I might have to do that.
Come on,
man.
Talk to him.
I mean, has modeling, I want to say, impacted your music career? Like, have you seen a boost from the modeling?
Yeah, it just give me more things to post about. In the most transparent way, it's just like I just have more things going on. And I feel like everybody want to be a rapper.
Ooh, say that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you doing to stand out, to be different? So for me, it's like, it's another skill set. Mm-hmm. It's just like you applying for a job or you fill your resume. Oh, I can do this and I can do that. And I speak Spanish. It's like, oh, and I model. Oh, and I'm a signed model. It's like, oh, okay.
You produce.
He hooping.
You do a lot.
I produce.
You do it, and we gonna talk about
films,
that too.
movies, events.
Yeah, you do create Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I want to stay on the topic of how you said how the industry, a lot of people want to make music nowadays, and it's leading to saturation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you navigate evolving the music industry, you know, and standing out through this saturated crowd?
That's a good question. It's like I'm 50-50, right? Half of it is like I kind of ignore it and just do me. I can only control what I do. I just make what I want to make sure that it's compelling for me first. And if I'm compelled, then I'll put it out. And then it's like, from there, it's out of my hands, it's in God's hands. And the other 50% is like staying ahead of the game, like research and development, like just understanding what's going on.
And like you said, you're creating events,
Yeah.
produce, you're doing the modeling. All of that is what keeps you standing out.
Right. Foundation, covering ground, you know what I'm saying?
And you got community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of community, let's tap into a record, man, because you linked up with this guy named Galaxy Francis.
Yeah.
Y'all put this record, The Shining, out, right? And we blessed the listeners with an exclusive premiere of this record. So how did you and Galaxy even come up with The Shining? This is one of my favorites, by the way.
Man, we was supposed to link for a minute, and then it made sense when it made sense. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm working on this for like a year. I said, pull it up. Doom, 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 doom. I was like, oh, yeah.
And
turn the mic on.
Why? So did he produce it?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I ain't even going. I'm just finna get into it, y'all. Y'all don't go nowhere, man. Jay Wood is in the building right here on Vocalo Radio.
G-A-L-A-X-Y. And drum it up. Space boys. Left. Lane. Out of there.
I be glowing nowadays when you see me. My new nickname is The Shining. Stanley Kubrick. It's a movie.
I wanted to actually speak on your songwriting because it's often described as vulnerable and relatable. And this latest EP you put out, Nowhere Fast, I want you to give us some insight into, you know, your creative process and like how you approached writing these songs on this project to still keep it at a personal level, you know, for your listeners.
Man, that's a great question. Honestly, I can't say I like meditated my approach. It was like, oh, I'm gonna write this song like this. For like a year and a half, I was trying to make a certain type of song and it just wasn't working. So I think when I just stopped and kind of just like let God, I was just compelled. I just kind of like, I had a beat and then I would just kind of feel a certain way. A lot of the feelings were like nostalgic. So I was like, I feel like I should tell the story. So like Landline Part 2, I was like, Brian really told this story yet. Let me tell him how I got here. Boom, boom, boom. Best friend, same situation. I kind of was just like dealing with some situations and I was like, I should share this. So a lot of it really just came from storytelling and just like telling you exactly what I was going through, how I was feeling. I was writing songs on the gig, lunch break, you know what I'm saying? So
that'd be the best. I feel like those be the best. Or
when you got 5 minutes left.
Or you in a car, you just driving and stuck in traffic or something. I know.
Yeah.
I tried to get y'all a little bar just now. You do it. So I know, but I want to know too, because you said, you know, it was all about storytelling. So where did the story initially start for Nowhere Fast? What was it that, you know, that started this EP for you?
All right, bet. I just tell you like what the driving force and like theme behind the whole situation was, right? So I played football in high school. That was my identity. Like I was the football player. I was captain of the team. Like people did not know I made music. That's what I did. I was convinced. Well, by then I didn't know I knew I was going to the NFL. I knew for a fact I wasn't going to go. But I was convinced I was going to go D1 at least. You know what I'm saying? We were pretty bad.
Wasn't expecting that.
It was. I'm not gonna say where I went, but it was bad. All right, boom. I was strong safety, right? So I'm calling, like I'm the quarterback of the defense, and I used to like just make little mistakes, and then like I'm not running full speed, and my coach was like, he said, look, man, like I don't care if you go out there and hit someone who ain't got the ball. I don't care if you call man coverage and we and da-da-da-da. Like, just do it 100%. Like, I don't care what mistakes you make. Just do it fast. And that's where I got the concept of Nowhere Fast. It's just kind of like going against perfectionism, going against, like, feeling like you don't have everything planned out. You just do it with your heart. Just go hard. And I feel like I kind of just took that mindset to life, like to any jobs, relationships, you know, whatever. Like, I don't got to have it figured out. It don't got to be perfect, but we going to do it 100%.
You know what? We got a caller on the air. Caller, you live.
Yeah, Rob. I'm just calling because I'm a big Jay Wood fan. You know, I've been listening Nowhere Fast, and it's just a great project. You got Instinct, Homesick. I got a question for you, dog. Though.
Go ahead, ask the question.
When you dropping more videos?
It's funny you say that. Could be tomorrow, but you ain't hear it. You ain't hear it from me.
Okay. What song though? What song?
You have to just see me when you see me, gang.
What's the YouTube? Let them know the YouTube link or where they gonna be able to see things.
Nah, look, Instagram, YouTube, J Wood Soul everywhere. But in the next 24 hours, you will have something.
Okay. Well, man, like I said, I'm a big fan. I'm excited to see what you keep doing in the city, and much love.
Yes, sir.
Love, bro.
That's what I'm talking. He ain't lying. Your project is most definitely super solid. I was telling you this off air that your project, to me, it flowed, brother. And what I love most about it is how it's an EP. So it's like you gave us a taste of what to expect when you drop a full-length project.
Exactly.
Because you gonna listen all the way, ain't no skips.
Nah.
With your EPs, are you doing this on purpose to like build up for an album? Do you even have an album in mind to come soon? Like what's that process looking like?
I always had an album in mind.
Okay.
This just, you know what I'm saying, we building.
Okay.
But I'm big on just like not being in people's faces for too long. The project 25 minutes. I designed it so you could listen to it in transit. You got a class, you got to walk till 8 a.m., play my project. You on the way to work? Play my project. You got to go to the grocery store real quick? Play my project. 25 minutes, bro. In and out. I ain't trying to take up all your time, gang. But you're going to have to feel that. And it's going to take you on a ride. You're going to go down, you're going to go up, and you're going to end it feeling like, I could play that again. And then you go,
play it
run
again.
it again. You know what I'm saying? So that's a method to the madness for sure.
I mean, out of the, I believe it's how many tracks? 8 tracks?
8 tracks.
Out of 8 tracks, what was your most vulnerable record on Nowhere Fast?
Great question. Ooh. I'm going to say it's a tie between Landline Part 2 and Best Friend. Yeah.
Ooh.
Landline Part 2, I literally speaking about friends that have passed, family members that have passed, just like my journey as an artist, like all the trials and tribulations that came with that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely was like an emotional song to make. But I feel like as emotional as it was, it connected with people like the quickest.
Gotcha.
People was texting me, Landline Part, hey, that's powerful, bro. I'll tear it up, da-da-da-da. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, all right, boom. Best Friend, same thing. It's just like these vulnerable stories. Even Blue Skies is really powerful too.
It's a vulnerable project in general.
Yeah, it's almost not fair to really pick one. They all low-key got that.
But I'm happy you did. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello.
How you doing? You are live on Vocalo Radio, my brother. Where you from?
I'm from Evanston, up north, and I went to the Schubas show.
Okay, let's talk about it.
And I was just wondering, I've seen that he's been producing more on his like Instagram and like his music. I was wondering, are we gonna see like your own produced project in the next like year or two? Like, are you planning to fully be your own producer?
I mean, yes and no, right? Because I'm always open to collaboration, and I definitely feel like you need to kind of hear new things to get new ideas. But no matter what, I'm not dropping a project that don't got my production on it. And also, you gotta also realize like. Not you also got to realize, but I feel like a lot of people don't peep. Even the songs I'm not producing, I'm hands-on. I'm like, hey, bro, send me the stems. We arranging it. We da-da-da-da.
I'm still producing.
Yeah, I'm still like, hey, bro, we might need, can you add some guitars here? Like, I definitely have that mindset and that vision to make things make sense.
Good question.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for your time. Love the show, Bekoe. Keep killing it, man. You guys have a great day.
Hey, appreciate you. And thank you for listening and calling in, my brother. Happy holidays. You know what? I'm a piggyback off of his production.
Talk about it.
I'm happy that he brought that up because on Nowhere Fast, did you produce the entire album or who else has some production credits on this project?
I produced Good Morning, Best Friend, and all that.
Okay.
Of course, I had to link up with my go-tos, Moses Mode and Namesake. Then we also have production from Harry, Maz, and Hey Wanye. Yeah.
You know what? Keep that crew.
No, I feel like we got something working for us right now. Yeah.
Y'all need to stay in sync. Because, y'all think I'm just talking. I'm not just talking. I mean, I know I talk for a living. But for real, this Nowhere Fast project, if you give it a listen, you stream it, I guarantee you're going to enjoy it. As an artist, you sell out shows from good music. You don't, that's how you sell out and make sales. It has to vibe with the people. So, and you have that, my brother.
Absolutely.
Do you have any more upcoming events?
I'm glad you asked that. All I can say is that the project's out. We did the headline. Now it's time to get outside.
Okay.
I got a lot of visuals coming. I have a lot of very fun events coming. Maybe some pop-ups, maybe some merch. 2024, I'm calling it the Mamba. We going into the Mamba. It's time to get serious. It's time to get serious. So if you tapped in, if you watching, if you listening, get ready.
I love that. Bruh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah. We going into the Mamba, gang.
Ooh-wee. I got this joint loaded up with you. First and foremost, let me give a few shout-outs before I tap into this record. Shout out to all of you all, because without you all, there is no Vocalo. Without you all, there is no Bekoe in the mornings. There's no Nudie in the afternoons. There's no none of what we bring to the city. There's no discovering new artists. There's no favorite shows you like to tune in to. So first and foremost, shout out to everybody that listens on a day-to-day basis, taking out time to get the news you need and the music to make you succeed. Just want to thank y'all for that. Shout out to CPM for even, giving a brother a chance, man. It's not easy coming into the broadcast game on a different level. Like a lot of things I came in as a black sheep.
Talk about
and
it.
Also I came in in a way that not many ever came into the broadcast. Didn't go to school, none of that. Just off of straight talent and passion. And one of the biggest national organizations in the world picked me up. So shout out to CPM. Shout out to my previous manager, Sylvia. Shout out to my other previous manager, Ayana Contreras, because they definitely developed and shaped me to become who I am, and I'm still growing. Shout out to all the guests that's been popping through as well, because, again, without you all, there's no me, there's no good conversation, there's no community being built. So I just want to take time out and thank everybody, the staff, past staff. Thank y'all, man. It's been 4 years. I'm finna go on a holiday break, enjoy myself, and reflect some more. But before I do that, homesick.
Let's do it.
I don't know if I'm just saying. Is it true that FemDot kind of like delayed things?
Where you hear that from?
I don't know. I'm just I'm throwing it out there. Is it true?
I'll put it like this. I recorded the song in 2020.
Okay.
We sat on it, we tweaked it, we waited. I've tried a few different features. Film kind of made sense. He went on tour. I had a plan though. I was like, all right, when he get back, all right, cool.
So it's true.
No, I ain't say that.
Yeah, you did. but that's what I wanted you to share.
Right.
Because Fem don't just work with everybody. And you two brothers together, oh man, y'all killed it. And I believe this was like a record that you always wanted to do with a band.
Yeah.
And you did that, my brother.
Absolutely.
Did you produce Home? Wait, you didn't produce Homesick.
I did some work on there.
Okay.
On that back end. Moses Mo produced the first half, but like I said, I'm in there. I'm an FL fanatic.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
I was on Fruity Loops 3.5. Okay, I'm going way back. Y'all probably on like 20 right now.
I ain't up there yet. I'm still on 11.
Okay,
but for sure, FL 3.5 is praying for you.
And this was the first single you released.
Yeah.
Off Nowhere Fast. It's been in heavy rotation here. Please let people know how they can follow you, get in tune with you, and stay updated.
Yeah. So again, thank you for having me.
No problem, my brother.
It's been a great conversation. Shout out to Vocalo. You can find me everywhere at J Wood Soul. That's JayWoodsole.
You can find me and follow me at Official Bekoe. That's Official B as in boy, EKOE. Make sure to follow Vocalo as well. That's VOCALO. Download that Vocalo app. And with that being said, man, I holla.